as a shooter. He said, what I've did my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Both these teams going as relying tonight on the execution in their half-court game.
A little bit of a throwback, sort of an old-fashioned approach tonight. Don't worry, we're going to have plenty of highlights. It is the NBA. We know there are great players on both sides of the ball, Kev, but how about this ability to execute under duress of a 24-second shot clock? It's going to be really interesting to watch.
A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, they've got Luwawu. He's out there with Jared Allen. Harris is out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the point guard. Here's Chiozza. And that one is off. Great D that time from Vucevic. Ennis passes to Augustine. Pass to Gordon. That one goes in.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Chiozza scanning the floor. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Augustine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jared Allen.
Boy, DJ Augustine, the number 9 pick in 2008, he has certainly been well-traveled in his career.
And despite the journeyman career, Augustine is playing his best ball now.
Well, it's reflected in his shooting percentages, Kevin. Over the last few seasons, he has really taken off in terms of his efficiency. This is probably one of the most underrated shooters in the NBA.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
No good on that one.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are 2 of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Here's Chiozza. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Here's Allen. The Nets working the ball around now. Poked loose. Shot clock at 5. And here's Harris from the arc. The shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Luwawu. To the paint. And then Allen slams it in.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Augustine. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Here's Chiozza. Guarded by Augustine. Allen outside. Passes it to Chiozza. Over Augustine. And good. as it just snugs right down through the net. Here are the Magic now. It's a three-point game. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Outside Fournier. And it's sent back by Allen.
Wow, Jared Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Here's Chiozza. Again, the Nets for two. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Gordon kicks to Augustine. The pass to Ennis. From outside the arc. And it's Chiozza with the rebound.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Chiozza's got 6. Orlando trailing here. Now Fournier, he's still scoreless so far in this one. He kicks it to Gordon. Off target from three-point range. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Chiozza. He's got 6. And it's LeVert missing. Ennis taking his time here. Augustine with it. Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. They could use a bucket, and it's good on the layup. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. From the arc. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And it's Augustine to top the key. The rebound by Luwawu. And here's Chiozza. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Great positioning on the putback.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
Pass to Ennis. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss by Orlando.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
So it's Orlando now after the basket by Brooklyn. Outside Fournier. Unloads. Kept alive. Here's Vucevic, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
Let's remember we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw missing.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
The Nets making a switch here. Temple's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale, and that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
It's Allen on the wing. Vucevic defending. It's stolen by Vucevic.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Down low. Makes it off the glass.
Well, there's a certain strength that Vucevic possesses, so he can play through the contact and still score. That's nice.
Passes it to Chiozza. Here's Temple. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's Chiozza. Allen trying to break free. Chiozza's shot is good. Chiozza's got 8 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
The Nets making a switch here. Caruch is checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Ross is checked in. Here are the Magic now, trailing by 2. Vucevic finds Augustine. And here's Ennis. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, that's power and focus of Nikola Vucevic. Hit him, slap him, doesn't make a difference.
7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic has a big, strong body with great footwork inside Doris, but he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws.
He doesn't, Kevin, and he can struggle at times to finish through contact. If he were a better leaper, I think he'd get to the line more. This guy is just so smart and elusive with his footwork. So this is a big-time player now, make no mistake.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
We know this about Nikola Vucevic. He's a high-percentage finisher. To me, the next steps, right? Improve your defense, be more consistent with range, and if he does that, he's golden.
Now here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Caruch, good, and Harris gets the assist.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And here's Ennis. Tipped away. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Harris. Some last season stats for him. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball, close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Now here is Harris. No points in the game yet for him. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Vucevic. Augustine looking around. Now the pass to Vucevic. Brooklyn with the rebound. Luwavu's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
I'll tell you, more than just a shooter, Joe Harris has the ability to put it on the deck and get to the cup.
Now here is Augustine. His last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Vucevic, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, you can depend on Nikola Vucevic to rebound at a high level. His combination of size and timing impressive.
For Orlando, they have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Clark, he's checked in for James Ennis, and it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And the coaching carousel in Orlando for a few years has now become a point of stability.
Greg, there is no doubt Steve Clifford has done an amazing job in such a very short window of time. And that's after overcoming his own individual health concerns that forced him to take a 21-game leave of absence. What an incredible turnaround for the team and for Cliff himself.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of this game. And that one misses.
Well, think back to Karis LeVert's career at Michigan. It was marred by 3 foot surgeries in just 22 months. And obviously, the medical red flags caused his draft stock to dip. But credit the Nets, who picked him up with the 20th pick back in 2016.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. And he's good on the second. And the ankle injury for LeVert last season, more of a freak accident.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about it, he comes down on top of another player. It ends up costing him 3 months. But even through these tough injuries, what we know, Karis LeVert has shown when healthy, he can be special.
Brooklyn with the ball. After the miss from Vucevic, Temple gets the bucket.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Pass to Ross.
Corner. You got nothing.
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Now LeVert. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Here's Temple. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And you can bet they weren't expecting that kind of a flashy move out of him, but that spin worked to perfection.
It's stolen. And Bamba pulls it down.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Out to the wing.
I got him, man. No shot.
LeVert against Carter Williams. And stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harris has got the ball, buries the jumper to finish the break. Harris has got his second basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
36 seconds left in the first quarter. Vucevic against Harris. Looking to end the run. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 11 points.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
Here's LeVert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. That shot off the mark. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Here's Carter Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the court for Orlando, Fournier and Ross near the wings. Clark is out there with Vucevic, and it's Carter Williams in at the point. Vucevic gets double-teamed, stolen by LeVert. Over to the left wing. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Fournier. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. He's off on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. On the wing, Johnson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Hey, kick it out, kick it out.
Here's Temple. Carter Williams covering. Temple can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Karuch. Got a piece of it. The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. The Magic again can't hit. Nets leading by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. And stolen by Fournier. Ross on the wing. High, arcing shot. Got a hand on it. Johnson, the pass to Temple. And that one drops.
Timeout, timeout.
Temple's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
Allen's checked in for Brooklyn.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jared Allen. Good season for him last year. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Now here's Carter Williams. 20 points for him last game against Chicago. Stolen by LeVert. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Allen. Fournier against Johnson. Shot clock at 6. LeVert in the corner. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Ross. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Vucevic with the block.
Well, the reach, the timing, Vucevic using all of that 7'4" wingspan to turn that shot away.
And stolen by Fournier. And now Orlando on the break. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fournier's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, this is where Fournier's at his best. Give him some room to run, and that speed will take its toll.
Back to LeVert. Five to shoot.
Check the clock. Check the clock.
Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Magic trail by 5.
Down screen. Down screen. I'm through. Get there. Get there.
Fournier dishes to Carter Williams.
Use that. Use that. Huh?
Passes to Clark. Takes a 3. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
And passing with a purpose there. I love how Carter Williams keeps his teammates involved.
The ball. Cross screen.
LeVert with it. And here is Johnson. From deep. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Outside Fournier. Knocks it loose. Stolen by LeVert. Here's Temple. 6 points for him. Johnson kicks to LeVert. From downtown, Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Now here's Carter Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots. That's tipped.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
That one falls.
A fearless competitor. 190 pounds of Tyler Johnson, more than willing to take the hit.
And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Orlando Magic.
Timeout.
Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Well, over the last few seasons, Tyler Johnson turning himself into one of the premier options off the bench.
Kevin, you could easily see this guy winning a Sixth Man of the Year award in the future. He's versatile in terms of where he can slot in offensively. He's always looking to score, and you need that kind of punch off the bench.
Orlando making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Clark. James Ennis comes in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. Now here is Augustine.
Turn down. Use that. Huh?
Here's Vucevic. And it's sent back by Allen. And the pass to Temple. High post Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, picking Jared Allen, number 22, back in 2017 has paid off for the Nets. This guy is proven already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center.
The first free throw is good. And Jared Allen grew up in the Austin area and played near his home at the University of Texas.
Yeah, Kev, just one season with the Longhorns. He really came into the league considered a project, but boy, his development is truly ahead of schedule.
That one misses.
Well, think about Mr. Jared Allen. He was not the first family member to get picked in the NBA draft. Let's remember his dad taken by Dallas in the famous 1985 draft. His dad, however, would go on to have a playing career in Europe.
Here's Chioza after the Magic pick up 2. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
The Magic trail by 6.
Hey, come around, come around.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Ross. And it's Chioza with the rebound. Chioza's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
No shot. I got your help.
He dishes it to Harris.
Watch it, Connor.
6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And at 6'6", Joe Harris has been asked to play a lot of minutes at that small forward position. Doris, do you think that's his natural spot?
Well, I think he's gotten pretty good in terms of his strength, if not the length for the 3 spot. He's worked really hard defensively to get better and better. And offense, though, that's where he's going to make his money. He can make shots consistently.
He misses the free throw. We've always been wowed by the athleticism in the NBA, but it seems to be becoming even more athletic. And certain guys get it done, Doris, in different ways.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of examples, Kev, of guys who don't have or are not blessed with incredible athleticism, but who have found a way to be successful. Nikola Jokic is a first-team NBA player who plays very much below the rim. And then you look at certain shooters who can affect the game. J.J. Redick, he is impossible to guard because he's one constant stream of movement. So, listen, if you have great skill for your position, without athleticism, you can still find a way to have a job in this NBA.
Offensive rebound, and Vucevic throws it down.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
Here's Chioza. 8 points for him. Pass to LeVert. Orlando grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
From 13, he squares up and sinks it. LeVert's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Now here is Augustine.
Out of bounds.
Tight defense on him. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession.
Shoot that, all you.
They get a hand on it. And they're moving it up. Here's LeVert. It gets rebounded by Ennis.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it goes down 2 points. Fournier's got his second bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harris looking it over. Passes it to Chioza. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Vucevic. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Nets leading by 3. Here's Chioza. 8 points for him. Allen outside. Clock at 6. Now here is Harris, guarded closely. And it's LeVert missing.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Now Augustine. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. Rodions Kurucs, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Lance Thomas comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Augustine with it to the left side wing. 5 on the clock, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. You take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Brooklyn. 3-point lead.
Hey, watch the pick.
Here's Chioza. He's got 8. LeVert inside the line. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Fournier's shot is off.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
LeVert against Fournier. And the Nets miss again.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now here's Ennis. The pass to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Grabs the rebound again.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational.
Hey, yo, right here.
Harris against Augustine. They shoot again. He gets it in there. Augustine's got 5 now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Chioza. Guarded by Augustine. Chioza passes to Harris. To the inside. Thomas. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
That's good from Thomas.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here is Augustine. He has 5.
Hey, yo, right here.
And here's Gordon. Yes, that goes in. Gordon's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, the rise and fire from Aaron Gordon in the mid-range, it's almost unguardable at this point.
Now here's LeVert. From deep 3-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what changed as the first half continued?
We toughened up a little bit. They were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket, and we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on defensive end, and that got us going offensively too. So we just got to keep doing that, play hard, and should be fine.
Keeping the paint tight is key. Thanks very much, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. Looking at the Nets, Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting, not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling, unable to lock in on anything. Get it in, we'll kick it back out, then you shoot it.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Karis LeVert. Jared Allen is out there with the Wawoo. Then there's Hurts. And it's Chioza in at the 1. Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. Doris, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind, James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso, that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
Now here's Allen. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Fournier. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
Here's Chioza. Lets a floater go, and he comes up with the deuce. LeVert's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Ennis passes to Gordon. Back to Ennis. Outside Fournier. Second shot opportunity. Rejected by Harris. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Chioza. Guarded by Augustine. They get it again.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. Now, he doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. And it's the Magic with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn, outside Fournier. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Gordon. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Chioza, guarded by Augustine. Clock at 6. Chioza passes to Luau.
I love Aaron Gordon's ability to defend any position. What a luxury for a coach.
Get it!
Fournier's shot is off.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
And here's Harris from the arc. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Harris has got 11 points.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jared Allen.
As an NBA player, I think you have to be willing to embrace contact, and Evan Fournier does it right there.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
And that one falls for Fournier.
I think what we're seeing from Evan Fournier is this guy is a terrific young player who's willing to do a little bit of everything.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension, and what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
Here's Luau, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
I see him.
Now Augustine, he has 5. Picked away. 4-on-3 break. Here's LeVert, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
And he makes the first.
The Nets had to be so judicious and so smart with every move they made because they did not have top draft selections. So you have to use cap space to acquire picks. They had to find sleepers in the draft. They had to find players who were probably undervalued and then develop those players. This is an organization that used every tool at their disposal.
And Doris, the Nets showed they could manufacture a rebuild.
Kevin, what the Nets did was not easy. But to me, it shows you exactly how critical quality front office personnel is to the success of an organization, and the Nets were on point throughout the process.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And Ennis drops them both.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
Pass to Augustine. Back to Ennis. Beyond the arc. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got his third assist on the night. Nets leading by 3. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Garrett Temple has checked in for LeVert.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DJ Augustine. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Now here's Allen. 5 points in the game. Here's Temple. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Harris. The shot missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Augustine with it. He has 5. Outside Fournier. Outside Gordon. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here is Harris. 11 points in the game. Pass to Llewellyn. From deep. But they recover it. Pass to Chioza. The dish to Allen. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Now here's Ennis. 7 points in the game. Kicks it to Fournier. There's the pass to Vucevic. Augustine against Harris. Some solid defense from Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Vucevic with the block. They push it up 4-on-3. Now Fournier, he's got 9. Teardrop shot, and it's sent back by Allen. Here's Chiosa. 8 points for him. Harris with it. And the shot is long. Outside Fournier. The shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Nice shot from the wing. Ennis has got 7 now in this quarter.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
You have to remember, the Nets surrendered their draft pick every year for 5 straight years, between the years 2014 to 2018. How they turned that into a playoff run last year, one of the great stories in the league.
For the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Fournier. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Augustine. Here's Karuch. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris up top, inside. LeVert the pass to Karuch. 6 to shoot. Sweet little floater. And the Nets lead by 3.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Pass to Ross. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a career high in scoring, Doris, for Terrence Ross last season.
Boy, he thrived in the instant offense role off the bench. This guy unleashed into an aggressive, assertive, shot-hunting scorer. What a season he had.
That free throw good from Ross.
And for the Nets, team dinners, you go to their practice facility, a beautiful rooftop space for team gatherings. Building chemistry is a focus for this franchise.
And that's not surprising, Greg, given that their front office is part of the San Antonio Spurs tree, so to speak. So staying connected as teammates, especially valuable in today's NBA. Love the culture here.
And second-round pick Kurucs ended up starting most of last season for the Nets as a rookie.
Well, think about it. Back in Europe, this guy was playing limited minutes for Barcelona. Some said they were trying to hide him from NBA scouts. But there is no question he is on everyone's radar now, Kev.
Now here's Ross to the wing right side. Carter-Williams feeling it out a bit, knocked loose, and here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Ross on the wing. Back to Gordon. 5 to shoot. And so Orlando again turning it over. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Sunday, They continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. The Magic making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Now here's LeVert. Not a lot of room. Well, at 6'7", Doris, Karis LeVert describing himself as a point/shooting guard.
Well, why not? Because his slashing ability, his blinding speed off the dribble is really what makes him problematic. His burst is special, and it doesn't matter if he's going left or right.
Two shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, it's no secret, guys, that Karis LeVert can flat out score the basketball. I think the key for him moving forward, just become more and more efficient because the ability is there.
Evan Fournier's checked in for James Ennis. Good on the second free throw. The Magic trail by 5. 1:49 left to play here in the third. Pass to Ross. Goes up on the block. Here's Bamba. That one doesn't go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. LeVert the pass to Harris. It's blocked. Here's Fournier, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Fournier's got 11 points.
Well, you love the shooter's mentality that Evan Fournier possesses, thinking of pulling up before he even makes the catch.
LeVert kicks to Harris. Back to LeVert. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Temple the pass to LeVert. The offensive rebound. It's good. LeVert's got 11 in the second half.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Up top, Fournier. He's guarded by Thomas. Fournier's shot is off.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
It's LeVert on the wing.
No shot.
From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Fournier and Ross near the wings. Clark is out there with Vucevic, and it's Carter Williams in at the point guard position. And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a 5-point game. He kicks it to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double-teamed for 3. Fournier gets the three-pointer to fall.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
And here is Johnson.
Go pick up your man.
LeVert in the corner. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. LeVert's got 19 points.
How about the response by Karis LeVert? This guy wanted to get it right back.
Passes it to Clark. Fires the three. The rebound by the Nets. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yo, watch him.
Fournier against LeVert.
Get there.
And there's the pass to Karuch. Shot clock at 6. Here's Temple, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Carter Williams kicks to Fournier. Here's Vucevic. Here's Carter Williams. Orlando getting another chance here. From deep.
Get it.
Here's another rebound.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one. Now, here's Vucevic. And that one's good by Clark.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
LeVert against Carter Williams. Johnson outside. Pass to Karuch. From deep. No good that time.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Here's Vucevic. Karuch grabs the board. Karuch has got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson, the pass to LeVert. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Fournier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Carter Williams against Johnson. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Vucevic.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer. Great size, great touch.
Now here's Johnson. 3-pointer, LeVert. But they'll get another chance. Another shot. Thomas, no good. The Magic trail by 3. Now here's Carter Williams. Out to the right wing. Fournier for 3. Cans it from downtown. Fournier's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Magic.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do, find his open teammates.
For 3, Fournier, and a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Now Johnson. Fournier pulls it down. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. They lead by 1. Bamba inside. Johnson's there. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Well, obviously, this is where Mo Bamba is so dangerous. You make a mistake on the defensive end, he's going to take free throws.
And that one falls for Bamba.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge spear of influence.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Allen comes in for Rodions Kurucs, and it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Lance Thomas. Greg, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Here's Ross. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the paint. And it's Allen with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Carter Williams. Pass to Fournier. Shoots it. Not going to go that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Temple. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Passes it to Ross. Carter Williams with it.
Baseline. I got you out.
Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Johnson, a wide open look. His 3-pointer's off the mark. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 12-4 run. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Gordon comes in for Clark. Ennis, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. Harris outside. The pass to Allen.
Come get it.
Here's Chioza. Guarded by Augustine. Allen trying to break free. A miss that time would have put him up. Orlando leading. And here's Augustine for the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's Chioza. Guarded by Augustine. Pass to Luwawu. Dishes to Temple. Ross with a steal. The teardrop falls in. Ross has got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
What a savvy move by Terrence Ross. And the floater, you've got to have such a terrific feel. What about the soft touch of that young man? Nice.
Now here is Harris. Clock at 6. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in.
Timeout.
Well, let me show you my floater game. Don't think I'm a long-distance shooter. Joe Harris says I've got more than that in my tool bag.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
The 33rd pick in 2014 out of the University of Virginia. Boy, has Joe Harris found his niche the last couple of seasons as a dead-eye shooter.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic.
He's kept a lot of their possessions alive with his work on the offensive glass. You can't measure what that kind of effort means to a team, not just in terms of the second chances those rebounds create, but also for the example it sets.
LeVert's checked in for Garrett Temple. Orlando leading by 4. And Doris, more recently, we've seen Harris's offensive efficiency go through the roof.
It really has, Kevin, and it's not just his long-range shooting. He understands that he had to be adept at attacking off the closeout because they're going to take away that three-point shooting. He's got to be able to do both, and he's proven he's willing to.
Here's LeVert after the Magic pick up 2. It's good from long range.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make sense.
Now here is Augustine. Outside Fournier. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Chioza. Harris outside. Shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you, the fearlessness Joe Harris has shown has been a problem for the defense. Nice drive.
Two.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you can be a second-round selection and still make it in the NBA. Joe Harris, because of his commitment to work, has carved out a nice career for himself. This guy is a lights-out three-point shooter.
And Harris drops them both. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. 4-point game. 13 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
LeVert the pass to Chioza. Back to LeVert. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris inside the line. That one's not going to go. And Orlando will come the other way. Now Augustine, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
To me, when he's at his best, DJ Augustine is the aggressor. Really good job dictating the contact there.
The free throw drops for Augustine.
And guys, what you love about DJ Augustine is the leadership he provides to the young guys. They'll lean on him for advice, for knowledge, for sets. This guy is just a key cog.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's LeVert. To the middle. Pass to Chioza. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Augustine with it. Outside Fournier. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Chiosa. Passes to LeVert. Here's Luwawu.
Box out, box out.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Fournier passes to Augustine. And the pass to Gordon. Shot clock at 5, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Nets trail by 6. And here's LeVert. Pass to Luwawu. Here's LeVert, defended by Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up. Offensive rebound. He can't get that one to fall. Orlando leading by 6. Outside Fournier. Augustine dishes to Vucevic. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Well, the post-game, the jump shot, Vucevic, a capable scorer who loves taking over on the offensive end.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're down by 8. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris inside the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, Mr. Harris in the clutch. Welcome to the show.
And it's Orlando's ball. 6-point lead. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's Fournier on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Timeout called the Nets. They're behind by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. 7-point differential. Pass to Vucevic. Allen with the rebound. Three-pointer, LeVert. It's hauled in by Gordon. Now here is Augustine. So the Magic win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so many ways?
I mean, I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. Just play hard and get things happen. I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard. Rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are gonna come some nights. Sometimes they won't. But just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.